Welcome to sunny New York. I'm freezing my butt off and we're talking about the rise and fall of Subway sandwich shops today. Check it out.
People calling me up saying they need a feature, saying we can help each other, but I see the leeches. Get the credit where it's due, I ain't talking Visa, but since you talking Visa, don't say you won't pay me either. Did you catch that?
All right guys, so I am standing in front of a Subway sandwich shop and everybody knows that Subway is basically everywhere across the world. They started in 1965 under a different name and soon changed the name to Subway.
Subway's famous giant foot-long sandwiches are made right before your eyes, the way you want them.
Subway is one of the least expensive franchises to buy, which is what catapulted them to major success through the early 80s and into the 90s. The counter service with the open kitchen format pioneered what others later on used and continue to see throughout today. Subway restaurants at its prime reached over 42,000 locations across the world, making it the #1 fast food company on the planet. To put it into context, it costs anywhere from about $115,000 to $265,000 to open a Subway location. Compare that to a McDonald's location, it costs on an average over $2 million to open a single McDonald's franchise. How do we compare that? So today, as you know, we do a ton in the fitness wellness space, and to open an Orange Theory fitness location, it costs over $1 million. Other franchises like F45 cost a fraction of that. So you can actually open 6 or 7 or 8 Subway locations to every one McDonald's location. That helps the projection, obviously, and the trajectory of Subway and them reach as many locations as they did. So from 1990 to 1998, Subway restaurants grew from 5,000 locations to 13,000 locations. The revenue increased to $2.1 billion in sales. In the 2000s, obesity was at an all-time high and Subway took advantage of pushing themselves as the healthier option compared to most other fast food concepts. That's when your boy Jared entered the picture and they did a huge push behind the marketing campaign with Jared standing in his pants, losing hundreds of pounds. You all can picture that. Fast forward to the late 2000s when the recession hit, it no longer mattered so much about healthy food choices. What mattered was good deals. Enter the $5 footlong. At the height of the success of the $5 footlong in 2009, it brought in over $3 billion in sales, which is a 17% increase from 2008. Oh, my man over here is stuck, so we got to pause filming, but we're going to keep filming because this is a typical day in the life of what I do. Oh my God. Let's finish this thing. At the height, everything was going really well, obviously, for Subway, but all good things come to an end, and a lot of competition came on the scene. In 2014, hundreds and then 1,000 stores ended up closing, and the decline started for Subway. Some of the competitors that took the wind out of Subway's sails are Firehouse Subs, Jersey Mike's, and even companies like Panera Bread. We talk on this vlog quite a bit about Panera, but they came in with healthier options and that impacted Subway as well. These better food options shop for produce daily as opposed to weekly like Subway. So we're very well versed in the franchise space and we do a lot with many different companies that choose franchising as an expansion program. So Subway was not very strict in how they define their territories, and that started to have a major impact on the decline of the success of the brand. Cannibalization was a huge factor. Take, for instance, a 15-minute walk time in downtown Manhattan had over 10 Subway locations. So they were not policing or putting a strategy in place to make sure that each of the franchisees would be successful, which is a major downfall for any company. Some companies like Orange Theory Fitness are the best in the business as far as making sure that their franchisees are going to be set up for success. And that's why to date Orange Theory has not closed one location. You heard me correct. Orange Theory has not closed one location. They have 1,500 or 1,600 in the chain. Amazing. Subway, the opposite. They did not put this strategy in place and it started to impact each franchisee's success. So they were robbing from each other and the cannibalization caused further close downs of locations. So on top of everything that we just described, in 2015, the spokesperson for Subway, Jared, was arrested, as most people watching this know, for child pornography, and that had another major impact on the decline of Subway. Since the incident with Jared, Subway's been trying to figure out who they're going to be in the future. How are they going to compete with all these new food options, and how are they going to reposition themselves in today's market? They started to rebrand, change the look and feel of the inside of the restaurants, and they hope to roll out that new build out throughout the chain over the next several years. In addition to that, they're adding different menu items like the Halo Top Shake and other sandwiches at a higher rate than ever. One thing I love about being in the commercial real estate business is being close to businesses during the rise, when they plateau, and when they fall. And again, like Blockbuster Video, like Subway, like every other company under the sun, nothing great lasts forever, right? Technology changes things, and competition constantly changes things. The restaurant world is continuing to evolve, and the future for Subway is, we're not really sure. We'll see.